Greetings, dear, precious, beautiful soul that you are. You know what my topic is? Playing is natural. It's important to play. Play, it doesn't mean playing a game. It just means being playful. One of the things I like to do is to find playful people. You know, when I go out and about, whether it's to the market or anywhere else, I'm always on a mission, which is to basically be who I am and acknowledge and recognize the beingness of all that I encounter and am with in a joyful, loving state of being. Woo-hoo. Planting my seeds along the way of little thought bombs, little truth bombs. They go, bam, wow, what was that? Say, wherever you are, when you know who you are, you're always on your mission. And then every job you do is valuable and worthwhile because you're there and you're coming from your personal soul integrity of the joy of the being of who you are. You see. Remember, people say, "Oh, you better act your age." I don't act any age. Why do I have to be an age? How do I give up time? Time's a concept. Time is what we use to hold the false reality, and they say, well, that's a time stamp. No, you say, well, that happened in 1913 or 1820. I don't know any of that. I don't know if I was there or wasn't there, because it's all, we're only now. They say, well, it's a time. The time was when this and then this, and maybe the way you say time is when I had that, my body looked like that, now my body looks like this. And somebody said, you didn't age very well. Really? Well, I'm not aging. I mean, the body goes through what the body goes through, but I have a spiritual body that I have activated. So when you activate your spiritual body, you see, you're playing. Yes, you know what's going on in the world. Yes, you know the stuff that's happening, but what you're doing, you're not contributing to the torment of the world and people and animals. No, I mean, we all are to some degree, only because it's so woven in everything we do, this killing and abuse kind of thing, that as we start to we have to spot this and recognize it and realize and extricate ourselves from this by knowing and actualizing and being who we are, you see. So that then becomes our true joy of being. Yes. So I just want to share with you right now, right there, right where you are, it's all okay. The tide has turned. You have to activate yourself, not going into the past, not going into the future, not playing the time game and the age game. Time's a concept. Well, how do you know there's time? Well, there's a clock. Because they told you these dates over and over and over again. It's always now. Never has been anything. And it's always you being. And you've always been right where you are. Absolutely. And that's what. So the stronger you become, the more you center in the self. The more you can observe in the mind and the minds of others and what they say and what they do and all of these kind of things. Just why then you overcome, you transcend, in a sense, that whole reality of the criticism or the glorification. And it's important for us to appreciate. It's important for us to give to what gives to us. You vote with your dollars or your money or your gold or your silver or your cookies. Schnooky. When you give that out is why, you want to empower those who have empowered you the most. You think of how you are with your parents and people in your life, and you begin to realize even those people that maybe you thought were your enemies at one time, that somehow when you could turn that around and you could find the gifts that were there and begin to appreciate, in a sense, not that you have to keep doing that. You don't have to do that anymore. The lie is there's no gain without pain. That's not true. That's some sport guy. He's not telling me how to live my life, because I'm not, life isn't a game for me with winners and losers. I don't play that. That's a racket. I don't play that, because then that's divide and conquer again. It all goes back to that same thing, to keep taking you away from yourself. So yes, when you recognize that and you could transcend all that, you can watch it, you can see it, you don't let people take your bliss. You don't just fall into whatever they're doing as if they're an authority. Who are they? I don't care who they say they are. I don't care how many credentials they have. No. I'm talking to you. You know right where you are. Yes. And when you're centered, you see, when you go out in the world, you allow your light to shine. That means you allow the who you are to radiate, but you can also know when to hide yourself. You see, you also, because then it's you are so grounded in your being. You are in the spiritual. Always. Right now. Yoo-hoo! Oh, there you are. He goes way out there. Here he comes.
Good job.
Oh, there's a cute little cedar tree.